Do you know what they do? They practice what the Bible says. They don't believe, because even our God is one of their gods. Unaget? So huyu God wa Kristo huyu wenye wacha to follow kitu yenye anasema. Hindus are the most givers. You know, I can give stories and stories where Hindus have even given to a church. You know, I have also a pastor friend of mine who they were buying land from a Hindu, and that Hindu was selling it at 20 million. Wakareduce to 17 million, akakwama hapo, wakakosana. Then when they came back, this Hindu told them, nataka munipatie 10 million. Sawa, kwa ile 17. Hii 7 million ya juu nimepea Mungu wenyu. So nipatie ni 10 million. You see that? So utaishika umwindi. Show me where will you utaishika umwindi. Aje. Even in wealth you can't. So they are practicing what we are preaching. So for us, every Sunday we go and get encouraged. Then Monday we go back to our lives. You get? So there are principles of getting. There are principles of getting saved. Getting not saved. Getting blessings or even creating wealth. But there are methods of getting blessed. So principles. What wanasemaga saving. When you save in a bank, ndo maana unaonaga Wahindi wasavige kwa bank, na wakisave ni ile pesa ya kuficha watu kwa macho. Why are they saving in the homes? Yeah, wanabebaka pesa yao, itapata kwa nyumba, millions iko kwa nyumba. Why? But kwa bank utaona mtu is a billionaire but akona 5 million, 10 million in the account. Hiyo ni ya kufunga watu macho. Yeah. Ask yourself this question. Have you ever seen a Hindu in a petrol station akiweka mafuta? I'm just asking. Wacha niulize Nyawe because now I can see you here. Nani ashaona mwindi akienda kujaza mafuta kwa petrol station? So those are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Where do they fuel their cars? Hiyo nimeacha tafakari ya babu. Do your research, then anytime that will come also to have a moment like this, we'll be able to share. So yes.
Hawezi tuacha hivyo.
Wacha watu walale. It's 10.
Hawezi tuacha hiyo na story ya mwindi. Hebu tumalizie. Tujibu bana.
So this is what they do. So this is what they do. They will have that specific person, all right? Because I know in Nakuru, what they do, all their cars are fueled at Menengai, all refineries here in Nakuru. So this is what they do. So either for those people who are at their homes, wanakuanga na barrels kwa nyumba zao. So they don't hawakuagi na mentality ya petrol station, because when they buy bulk from Menengai, it's way cheaper. Utapata hii yenye nauzo sijui 125, it's 70 shillings. Ikinunuliwa kwa kampuni. Umeget? And they know each other. So one of the things that us as Christians or as people or as not who people don't, we have many beliefs, yeah? We don't know. Number one weakness that we have is because we don't know each other. Wealthy and rich people know each other. That's why you see, mtoto wangu, msichana, ama okay, now wacha niseme like Nyawe. Nyawe has a beautiful, amazing daughter. Naambia Nyawe, ndio hii wealth isiende mahali, your daughter has to marry my son. I don't know how, but let's meet together. Our families will be meeting together, and we pray that they'll find love in between. You know, that's why you'll see, even in the Muslim world, I have a personal friend. We've been friends since high school. We've been friends for like 18 years now. Kuna wale like Muslims, they marry to one another and say, you'll find love along the way. You'll just find, unapata unakutwa unashikanishwa na huyu. Yes. And Hindus, Hindus are very wise people. In Nakuru, I have shoutfitters. We have shoutfitters, we have Woolmart here in Nakuru. Their clothes come from Bedi, who is a Hindu. Hawaendagi nje. They don't buy from other people, they buy from each other. And if they'll find that you are not up to quality, they'll come and tell you, Nyawe, maze quality yako you need to and they help you to make sure you meet that standard, and they also buy from you. Unaniget? But sisi kitu yenye
Yes.
tuko nao ni tuko na wivu ya shetani, sijui natokaga wapi. Unaelewa? I don't know. Nika shetani fulani. And this is what I was invited. Let me say I was invited to a meeting of what they call themselves the League of Extra what? The League of Extra no something the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Amazing. Yes, Extraordinary Gentlemen. So I went for the meeting, and this is what they do. They meet, and there is something they call, when they meet, there's something called the art of hosting. So the art of hosting is like I visited you. Si mimi nasikia kunywa ya chai, nenda napika chai hivyo. So the art of hosting, there's food all over. If you want to take soup, you want to take blah blah blah. So there's no break. Like, oh, we are breaking. It's like we are. So this is what happens, and they borrowed it. This is what they've been doing for the last 27, 28 years. So they started kidogo kidogo hivyo. So what shocked me is when they meet, they are around 24 men. 24 men, eh? They ask us hard questions. How is your family? How is your wife doing? How is your business? How is your children? Umelipa NHIF? Mpaka, like for them when they meet, they ask those questions. You pay NHIF for the whole year. Hakuna cha nusu days at monthly. The whole year. How is your health insurance? Those tough questions. You know, those tough questions. They ask those tough questions that we don't ask. Mimi nikuuliza, Nyawe, how are you doing? Niko poa, niko fit. I'm doing fit, you know. They ask you, how is your daughter? How is your work? Are you struggling anywhere? So me, I was shocked. I was like, guy. So the figures that were flying in front of me, I was mpaka nikapotelea kwa kiti. This is what they do. So one of them akaulizwa, so what have you, so how is your family? And he went like, hey, mazee, since COVID mazee biashara imekuwa chini and I need like half a million, like 500 Gs. So guess what there's another guy who said, by the way, last time mlinisaidia na 5 million. So I've already iko tu mahali ilikuwa inangojea a need. I was like, oh my god. Me by there I was about to blow up because hey, me I'm getting out of this meeting. So this is what happens. So this guy was actually given 2 million. See ati arudishe. Niwe jipange. So 2 million, make sure the 1.5 million, make sure that you buy new stuff, go to school, read, whatever jiendeleze. Like a check was written there and there, like to make a your story. So now you go and now continue with your business, you know. So now nikashtuka nikasema, kai, what is this? Kumbe that is what even happens in the Hindu world. Families are very important. Families, everybody comes from a family. So family is a basic unit that most of us need to have, you know, and take care of. So at the end of the day, nikajiuliza sana, like wow. No, no, I was not really a member, so I never asked for anything. So sikuitisha anything. So I never itished anything because I was not part of their member. So I was just invited for a meeting for them to see, for me to experience, like, hey, umeonaje, like a bucket. I thought I was rich. Najiambiaga to go, yes, I'm rich in Jesus' name, I'm rich. But now there are principles that they do. So there are principles that they don't change. These guys, I want to see mchezo. They are very tough. They are very serious. Now walianza tu kidogo tu. So for the first year they said every month we're going to give 5,000 every month until the year ends. So so they are building capital. So wakasema for the next 1 year tuna 5,000 I'm just giving a brief and then akivoi yake nimeuliza maswali mpaka nashindwa ni gani nijibu. So all of this, so they brought together 5,000. How are you to me until the year ends? So this is what they did in January. So what they did, all that money was collected and put in an account, blah blah blah. So this is what they did in January of that year. Some like principles. I was like, Jesus. So what they did, they visited the parents of each one of them. Each one of them. Right? Na najua kuna wenye wanakuwaga na tu chama, but they were very specific, they were very intentional. Because even in life, the principles of being blessed, they are intentional. You need to be very intentional and very strategic. So this is what they did. Wakaenda kwa each of their parents. So they go do a shopping kwa market, they do a shopping in the supermarket, and then on top of that, they do they do cash of around 20, alikuwa ananiambia 20 ngapi? 25 Gs. Hiyo ni pesa cash. Wamefanya na shopping, wamepeleka kwa wazazi. So imagine me here as Salsa, niko na baraka za 23 parents. Yani, that is like wazazi 20 na 23 wako na niko na tembelea na baraka za wazazi 23. I just want you to imagine that. So that's how they started their journey. So they continued. They say year 2 we are saving 10,000 until the year ends. So that's how they build their capital, and that's how they in a simple way, that's how they started the journey. So but when you meet with your friend,
umetuacha.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No, uko mbali, tunasikia tu nasonga.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, much.
Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah.
Much
So imagine, I want us to imagine together. How many, when we meet, what kind of questions do we ask ourselves? Yeah, tunaulizaga zile maswali zenye ni serious, how is your daughter doing? How is your business doing? How can we help each other? How do we build capital for one another? How do we build pull together? How do we pull resources together? What are the new opportunities that we have? What are, those hard questions where, by the way, how is your NHIF? How is your life doing? So those are the questions that we don't ask one another. Tunaulizanaga, Manchester ilichapa ikaenda. When we meet, it's like, hey, that guy, I met a good guy. Mazi uko na colon poa. So at the end of the day, mimi nimefunguliwa macho ile yenye nikasema okay, because by the napenda Nyawe sana na anajua. So this is why I'm doing this, because for what she's giving us, I'm also because I love this class, I love this opportunity, so that's what I'm giving. I mean, the only way you can prove that you love someone is by giving, right?
Yeah.
If uskai sema nakupenda bure, mimi sipendi hiyo, naambia sitaki kupenda bure. I want to love you with value. Kuna value. If you love someone, you value that person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so that was me. Nimebonga sana, poleni sana, but anyway, that's me. I've invested in many places. Mali, Nini, capital investment, shares. I'm also I'm meeting Friday. Yes, I'm meeting someone who also will be telling me where can I invest. With 1,500 you have 150 15 shares, because each share is around 100 bob. So you start small and you never know the next 3 years, 4 years where that will be. So to invest kwa okay, Miss Lee, nipe homework then, and then tumalize. Sitaki kubonga mob. Watu walale waungue kwa kitanda afu asubuhi wakinja. Yes, which is your homework? Aki Miss Lee, tape haraka aki. Woi. Watu ni wazazi na wana Yes, Miss Lee. Okay. Let me hear Miss Lee.
Mhm.
Okay, hi.
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 First time
Hi.
niko hapa kwa live ya Nyawira.
Mm.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
Thank
karibu
you
sana.
for sharing. Asante.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing
Mm.
your sentiments with
Mm.
us.
Mm.
I would like you to research. You help us on how we can invest on money market fund using USD accounts.
Okay. Okay.
And the next one,
All right.
you help us on
Mm.
T-bonds and T-bills.
Okay, guy, hiyo ni research normal guy, but money market I can.
Uh-huh.
Why? What is hizo materials?
Treasury bond na treasury bills. Hizi za gava za CBK.
Tumempoteza
I know
kidogo.
with okay.
He's back.
With bonds, government bonds, I know
Mhm.
ni unapea gavado alafu
Yes.
inakurudisha na certain profit eh. I know with
Yes.
government bonds inazaga 100 Gs to 150 tops or 50 Gs and above, not
Yes.
like the money market. So with money market,
Mhm.
I know what I can do. I don't know.
Mhm.
Nawe, could you find time we could share on the same, eh? Not me being the
Yes.
teacher, but we can share on the same, eh? Because
Yes.
Nico halfway on money market, eh? So that now we can educate each other because this is an
Okay.
opportunity because I've been given kuna jamaa na meet on Friday who told me there's a money market for even 100 bob actually. 100 bob. You can start with 100 bob. Two baga two hapo 100 bob. Then there's another one niliambiwa there is how you can get from money market to
Mhm.
capital investment. This is how unatoa money
Ah.
market. Yeah, not capital investment, from money market to what? To shares. So huku money market iki gain profit, you pick and buy more shares to where you
Okay.
have shares, eh? And also,
Mhm.
if we find that time, also I can also share where we can have. I know cooperative KCB. au ndo wanakuwaga na shares mob. Their shares are above, so you buy 100 shares at 2500. Yeah, 2500. au ndo wanakuwaga cooperative na cooperative and KCB. au ndo kwa tops na 2500. That is the least that you can buy shares to them from them. But uzuri yake with the also money market, what happens, kuna pesa ya kuna tax because that is also income. Kuna levels, kuna tax ya gava, then kuna pesa ya manager mwenye anakumanajia your whatever, your money or your shares. So kuna then you get the balance. So kuna do ya manager mwenye ana manage your money or whatever the managers that are there because they are working on your behalf anyway. So then kuna gava. So there are only two levels of inakatwa, tax ya gava na ya manager, then you get the rest. But uzuri ya hii money market, it's a compound interest. Compound interest ni do yenye tumecollect, let's say nyawe amesave, nani amesave hivyo. So that money is pulled together to invest in shares. So whatever money they get, whatever profit they get, it's shared equally among everyone per day, and then kuna end month also. So that's a compound interest. So kuna ile a daily like Mali, Chums, those are daily compound interest, and then bado at the end of the month unaambia compound interest ni let's say 100 bob, so kila mtu anapata 100 bob kwa that pool. So that's briefly about, sikuwa nataka get deeply into money market because I'm halfway until siku yenye nyawe ataturuhusu we can share these ideas together. But hiyo ya USD I'll also do research, Miss Lee, and
Okay.
there's
We lost him for a minute. I know he'll be back.
okay, so am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Yes, there's one that I was introduced recently. So there's someone nilipatia job, nimwambia hiyo nimekupea job alafu tutagawana profit cause time ndio sina. So
Okay.
there's something
Okay.
called okay, let me see. Yes, there's something called what? It's by Cisco. There's something called what? Yeah, nimeget sasa. Yeah. The QE robot. So this is what happens. It's whatever. So your money is being whatever. Kuna ya 2 hours. After 2 hours, you get some kidogo profit 0.5. There's another one for 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, and 7 days. So I invested. Was it $10? Yes, $10, which was 1,400. So that was 2 months ago. And then after you've been given a free robot for a month, so wewe ndio utakuwa, so you'll be running 2 hours. After 2 hours, it gets a profit after 2 hours. So it's a robot kind of system that you don't have to be there. So it's running on your behalf. So whatever money that you get, they only cut 10% of the total amount. So kama ni so for the last month I got 6K profit. So it's 6K every month. So najua end of this month kuna ka 6K sabaya. Nikitoa hapo narusha chums, narusha mali, narusha, so
I
kuna
think
ka income that is.
I
Yes.
think kuna watu wana
So
float at this level, kuna watu wanapotea.
yeah,
So I think the
yeah,
best thing
but ndo
would
nasema
be
yeah,
I prefer you research, get it
yeah.
probably then you can train us in a session if
Okay.
possible. When are you free? An evening seems better for this conversation. When would you be free again?
So Saturday I have an event. Sunday, I don't know. You tell me. At least now, for me, I can, cause I always wake up at 4 a.m. So I can
Okay.
easily do research as soon as possible. Then we panga.
All right. We can do it on Friday evening.
Okay. What time exactly?
Same time as you came in today, about
Okay.
9:30, 10.
Okay. So okay.
We can do it
Sawa.
at 9. I could start the live
9.
early, then we do it at 9.
Okay. Sawa. So
Mm.
yeah. So I have a task. So Miss Lee, I got you. So I'll see whatever I'll
Yeah.
get with the money market with USD. Will also share. But I pray that God, please munisamehe, haitakuwa like it's me talking. I want us to share together. So
Okay.
also people go do your research, and then when we come ni kitu yenye iko. So for me, that's where I am right now, but I saw it's fit for me to also share together with you guys and see
Okay.
how do we also increase. Those are now principle of creating wealth. It's
Okay.
not riches, because I always tell people, my last quote, then we pen off. There's the line between the rich and the poor is very thin, very thin. Because if you give a poor person $1 million, amekuwa rich, you get. But the gap between the rich and the wealth is so wide.
Yeah.
Why that gap is so wide? It's because of, 1, mentality, 2, perspective, and 3, where to invest. So for me, I was told, stop saving your money, invest your money. So there's a difference between saving and investing. So rich people and poor people, they save. Wealthy people, they invest. So so that is the biggest gap that is there. So wewe kama uko hapa na umesave, wewe uko kwa poor people. Sijasema
Wewe
poverty
ni
level, but poor
masikini.
people. Wewe ni masikini.
Ni
Then there's
masikini.
another quote. There's one that I was added 2 days ago. Nilichapwa, nilislapiwa nayo, nikaambiwa, if you have needs and you always count your money, you're poor. If you can count your money and say, like, this is the much I have in the account, like niko na 5k, niko na 5k hapa, because right now I can tell you I'm trying to clear that mind, so that by January mimi sina your mentality completely, that you say I've invested here and here and here and here. I don't know, but inaweza kuwa between this and this, but if you can count your money, you're poor. So I'm also trying to, and I really, if you can walk between right now, October to December together, just walk together, even when we meet again for whatever. for that meeting. I'm looking forward for that meeting yenye unataka tukue nayo. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
so that now we share these things personally. Munione sura, we share these things together, and then we work out a community. And we don't want a
Sawa.
community of 50 or 100. No, if you can start with 20, and 3 families or 3 people are transformed to that better. Unaona, sitaki transformation ya 100 people. No. Even Jesus alikuwa na 12. Those 12 made an impact. So tusianze na, even in the 12 they had the 3. so tusaki watu wengi, the people who think that we can work together and grow together seriously, si mchezo, serious.
Yeah.
Slowly by slowly, nobody is big. So this is what I was told. If you have needs, you always have second chance. But if you get to a point where you don't have needs, you're not thinking of your rent, you're not thinking of your food, you're in another different level. When you don't have needs, like you're looking for where to have needs, like can my car break? Nasikia tu car yangu break, nikuwe na kitu ya kufanyia pesa. So yes. You're looking for places where you can use money. Yes, because like you see, like for me, I started with this challenge, and these guys have really transformed me to a point that right now I'm looking for rent yangu ya January, not even November, December, because November, December we done. So
Wow.
naanza kuangalia January. Yes. So those are the
And
levels.
I
But
have a
si kuanza
question for
huko.
you.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you
Yes.
withdraw that money anytime you feel like, or do you have like a particular period?
So now for Chums it takes 48 hours. It takes, because
Okay.
it's discipline, ndio ikuonyesha.
All right.
It's not like for Mali for Mali, withdrawing is immediate, like from M-Pesa to Evo, from just Mali to M-Pesa.
Oh,
It's
okay.
immediately. For Chums
All
is
right.
it takes 48 hours for it to reflect in your M-Pesa. Umeona?
Yes, that's
Because
true.
also so because unajua now umetoa in the middle of investment, the pesa
Yes.
yako inakuwa invested into, so you can imagine that kind of conflict.
Yes.
Umetupatia 7,000, tuko na 7,000, we are investing the 7,000, then all of a sudden umetoa 5, so utabaki. So that is
Yeah.
how yes, so that is how Chums work. So Chums is 45
All
minutes, 45 hours, but Mali is instant. So the rest that we'll be able to share,
Okay.
so
Malizia.
so that is how. So for me, that is what I would share with you guys. There are many opportunities that are there, and wealthy people will never tell you this. They will never, because yes, it's their community. They want to bring it together. Wacha mafala tu wakaange wakilia serikali, but there are opportunities that are there. So, and then also the dollar is really appreciating. So recently the dollar is really appreciating. So even when I go to a session like this, nowadays I facilitate using dollars and not Kenyan shillings. So and this is how but right now, guys, opportunities zenye kujituma tu. I'm a certified facilitator and moderator for UNESCO. NatCom Kenya. So UNESCO Kenya, it's that. So
Good job.
with that, when I go, so hizo ni opportunities zenye unaenda mahali unasema can I, and this is what I did. The first one, what I did is aki ya Mungu, aki watu sotalala. This is what I did the first meeting. I told that madam, can I moderate for you? It's a workshop. Ilikuwa tu Nairobi. Can I moderate for you at no cost? Akasema yeah, please. Yeah. So sawa. So this is what I did. So after the training, this is what I did. I sent them an invoice plus a receipt. Ile yenye nimwambia tumewave, it's this. I gave them an invoice of 37,000 plus a receipt attached to it saying that imewaviwa. You know what that is doing? It's reminding her that anytime that I call James to facilitate or to moderate is 37 Gs and above. So that's how you enter into the market. Usiseme ati free. No. Let there be let there be documents showing that nimekupay for free, but ukienda na hizo receipt unajua very well the results akikuja kufacilitate ama akikuja kumoderate charges zake ni 37. So so that is how that's how you enter in the market. So sometimes you volunteer, but when you volunteer, let them know that you volunteered and you give them a receipt and a invoice that uambie
Yes.
this is how much this session is worth. Ndio anytime that they need you or refer you, imagine kama sasa ningekuwa nimekupatia invoice ya free ya 37 Gs. Wewe mtaka jemo, hebu changeni. Niwaambie badala ya do, badala ya kutuma do, tumeni hizo maflowers, unajua. But then let me tell you, this is the bad thing about poor people. When mkiona mtu amekuja hapo, they are speaking vulgar, wanafanya vitu fani, dem anajionyesha hapo like kama nyawe na hiyo urembo yake alikuwa anajishikashika, anaonyesha